in Denver, Colorado at EnerCom's 19th annual Oil and Gas Conference. I have the pleasure of welcoming John Schiller, Chairman and CEO of Energy21. Hi, John.
Hi, good to be here this morning.
In your June investor presentation, you had a slide that said, buying big oil fields and buying right. What does that mean?
Well, I think the biggest thing it means is large oil fields in the history of our business are the fields that always get bigger. You know, you don't hear about 20 million barrel fields all of a sudden becoming 40. There's a lot of 100 million barrel fields that become 200 million barrel fields, et cetera. And so if we know the oil's there, we can get it out, and that's what we mean buying right. It's making sure there's not a lot of plug-in liability left and focusing on how much oil's in the ground for you left to recover, where 5% matters.
In March, Energy21 acquired EPL Oil and Gas. What does that acquisition do for your company?
Well, it clearly made us the largest public company on the Gulf of Mexico shelf. Gave some great consolidation streams. We're going to drive $80 million worth of synergies over the first year out of that business between insurance, transportation, and operating expenses, and a little bit more on capital side. It gave us a great set of assets back to that big oil field. We got more big oil fields. We've now got 10 of the largest oil fields on the shelf, and we're just going to keep getting that extra 5% out of the ground to drive our shareholder value.
What's in your pipeline as far as drilling projects in the Gulf now and upcoming?
You know, for this year, we're really focusing on just the bread and butter. We've got 30 wells we expect to bring online. All of them are, all except 3 are PUDs, proved on developed drilling, up-dip wells where we already know where the oil is. And we just need to execute on it, execute and grow.
John, you guys have a great deal of experience in both acquisitions and exploitation. What are the mistakes you have learned from in the past or that you see younger A&D teams making?
Well, I think, you know, some of what we're going through right now, it's always a chicken and egg between do you drill your wells and then worry about your facilities, or do you spend money on your facilities and then drill your wells? And we've gone back and forth, you know, and frankly, a year ago, I said, all right, we spent enough money up front, it doesn't always happen. And so now we're in a situation right now where, you know, we can actually produce more than our facilities will handle, and we got to fix that. So I think those are some of the things you learn about exploitation shop, that, you know, how to grow it predictable. We're doing a good job of that. We're drilling the right wells now. We're drilling the right costs. We got to get the product to market.
The industry is enjoying the shale boom, which is now just blooming. What do you think will be the next driver of growth for the industry?
I think it's going to be around gas and the LNG, what happens there. I mean, we're doing a great job on oil as a nation, as a group of companies. I think it really comes down to LNG exports and crude oil exports and where we go from there. And obviously our ultra-deep gas play, you know, we're very excited about what we have going on there. We think that's an ideal candidate for LNG export because these fields are so big, multiple TCF in a central location like that where you can get it to an export terminal pretty easily.
John, what else do you think viewers should know about Energy21?
I think the biggest thing to know, you know, is this company's been around for a while now. We're on our 9th year. We've got a seasoned group of veterans, and most of their careers have been in the Gulf of Mexico. We know how to get oil out of the ground in high pressure and water situations, and we do it well. And we're going to keep focusing on that. Biggest thing to keep in mind is, you know, when you drill 30 wells a year, even though that's $900 million in CapEx, all in everything else you're doing, P&A and recompletions, you can't turn that dial quarter to quarter. We run our business more a year and 2 years out in order to do all those things we've been discussing.
Well, John, it's always been a pleasure to have you here with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Quinn Nguyen for OilAndGas360.com.